Most people planning to relocate to Europe believe they only have three options: find a job, start a business, or make a substantial investment. But there is a fourth path that few people outside the immigration circus actually know about, and Austria offers one of the most straightforward routes for it. It's called the residence permit for financially independent persons. It's one of the few legal ways to live in a continental Europe without needing a job, registering a company, or meeting a traditional investment threshold. At Plan, we specialize in relocation, business immigration, and real estate investment across Europe. For over 15 years, we've been guiding our clients through the entire process, from their very first residence permit to citizenship. Let me start with two real-life mistakes, each of which cost the client an entire year. The first client came to us only after receiving a rejection. On paper, everything looked perfect: stable income, all documents gathered, application submitted in March. But the annual quota had already run out in February, and no one had warned him that quotas even existed. The second client also came to us after the fact. He applied without realizing that a basic German language certificate is a mandatory requirement. His application was rejected during the review stage, not due to insufficient income, but because of a single missing document he didn't even know existed. Both situations were entirely preventable. Both could have been avoided with the right guidance before filling, rather than after. Let's break down how to do it right. What exactly is this status? The official name is a settlement permit without gainful employment issued under Section 44 of the Austrian Settlement and Residence Act. What it gives you: the right to live in Austria and travel freely within the Schengen area under the standard 90/180-day rule. Once you have your residence permit, you can open a bank account, enroll your children in school, and enjoy a full European lifestyle. The key restriction: you cannot work as an employee or run a business within Austria. Income requirements. There is no point in preparing your documents without first verifying your income. The program requires regular verifiable income, not just savings in a bank account, but a steady, documented cash flow. The threshold is set at twice the Austrian social minimum. Practical benchmarks for 2026: around 2,616 euros net per month for a single applicant, about 4,128 euros for a couple, plus an additional 403 euros for each child. These figures are indexed annually, so always verify the current threshold right before you apply. What counts as income? Pensions, Austrian or foreign, dividends and profit distribution from company shares, profits from a business operating outside Austria, rental income, interest and capital gains. What doesn't count? Salary from any employer, freelance or self-employment income within Austria, active income from a business operating inside Austria. This distinction matters far more than simply slapping an active or passive label on your income. If you own a business outside Austria and receive dividends or profits distributions from it, that can work. If you earn a salary from an employer or work as a freelance or contractor, it won't. This needs to be assessed on a case-by-case basis before you apply, not after a rejection. Other requirements. Beyond income, there are 4 other mandatory conditions. German language at A1 level, proven by a certificate from the Goethe Institute, TELG, OIF, or OSD, issued no more than 1 year before the application date. Important exception: if you have a university degree or a high school diploma with the language of instruction was German, the certificate isn't required. You can submit your diploma instead. Comprehensive health insurance covering Austria, proof of accommodation, a rental agreement or property ownership documents, clean criminal record certificate from your country or residence. The quota, the detail that catches most people off guard. Austria sets an annual quota for this residence category by government decree. The exact number of spots isn't officially published, but the Austrian Ministry of the Interior website states the allocation principle: first come, first served, starting from the beginning of the calendar year. In practice, applications submitted in January have the highest chances. By spring, the available quota spots for the year might already be exhausted. The state fee is 218 euros per applicant. Processing time depends on how complete your documents are and usually takes a few months. Let me know in the comments. Did you know about the quota? And what's your most pressing question about this program right now? The path after getting your first residence permit. The residence permit is just the first step. Here is the full roadmap. Renewal requires actual, continuous residence in Austria. You must establish your center of vital interest in the country. This is the exact standard Austrian authorities apply when renewing renewals. You can't just hold the permit while spending most of the time abroad. After 5 years of continuous residence, you can apply for EU long-term residence status. This requires German at the B1 level and no prolonged absences. Generally, no more than 6 consecutive months outside Austria. Citizenship is available after 10 years of legal residence via the standard route. Requirements include proven German proficiency, passing an exam on the country's legal and social system, and, crucially, renouncing your previous citizenship. Austria generally doesn't allow dual citizenship upon naturalization. 3 objections I hear regularly. I don't want to live in the country for most of the year. Then, this program isn't for you. Without actual residence and the center of vital interest in Austria, your permit won't be renewed. This is an absolute requirement. I have active income, not passive. Does that rule me out? Not automatically. The question isn't what you call your income, it's where it comes from and how it's structured. If you own a business outside Austria and receive dividends or profit distributions from it, it might work. If you're a salary from an employer or work as a freelancer inside Austria, it won't. This needs to be assessed individually before you apply. Is it really possible to reach A1 level in German? Yes, it is the most basic language level. With regular study over 1 to 2 months, most people reach A1 without difficulty. It covers everyday situations, introducing yourself, asking questions, following basic instructions. And if you have a university degree, you might not need the certificate at all. The residence permit for financially independent person in Austria is a genuinely viable tool for people with a right stable income who want to live in the heart of Europe, enjoying Schengen access, high-quality healthcare, developed infrastructure, and a clear long-term path to permanent residency and of desired citizenship. The conditions are specific. Income at least twice the social minimum, basic German or a qualifying diploma, and a genuine readiness to live in the country. In this condition-measure situation, this route works. Before you prepare even a single document, make sure this program truly fits your specific income structure, lifestyle, and long-term goals. If you want a clear answer to this question, book a consultation with Netland via the link in the description. We'll break down your income structure, documents, and timelines, and honestly tell you if Austria is the right fit for you. If not, we'll show you which European route actually works for your situation.